so dare to dive deep into comics. Nothing can compare from Gotham's Dark Knight to Marvel's Mighty Thor. We'll break it down, leave you wanting more. Separate you on a ride where heroes and villains clash side by side. Whether it's DC or Marvel.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the InnerCityGeeks podcast. It's Steve here, and this is episode 371. Joining me today, we got Brian.
What's up?
And we got Alex.
It is good to be on.
Absolutely, it's good to be on. It's good to be back. It's good to be starting off 2026.
Yeah, and technically still in the holiday season, even though most people will be like, "Oh no, that's over." It's like, nah, dude. Today's Three Kings Day.
Today is Three Kings Day, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, and well, as of the 6th, Three Kings Day, and then
Well,
like in other places of the world, the official last day of the holiday season is the 8th, because you celebrate Three Kings Day, and then kind of like slow it down. So then the 8th would be like the official last day of the holiday season. But
Right.
like in the US, after Christmas, like when you get into New Year's, it's like fuck Christmas.
Pretty much.
You're just like,
pretty much.
no,
Did,
what I find hilarious already is that I went to a Target the other day and it's already for fucking Valentine's Day. I was like,
that
Jesus.
I was in a Target recently as well. Yes. And to get back, was Little Christmas a thing yet? Did we pass it?
That's the Three Kings. I think they call that Little Christmas also. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, so that's today. So for if anything for you then, Brian, bibbity bobbity bobbity boobity canceled.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
The holidays are done here in New York City. That means that all the tourists left.
Of course, so everything is nice and clean.
Yeah, I get out of.
Has it ever really been?
It's
Right,
cleaner.
yeah.
It's just clean. It's clean and empty. I thought someone was punking me because, like, I get out of work tonight. Get on the train. Train's empty. I get out of Grand Central, and I'm on 42nd and
Brian sees
47
old school hookers. There you go. It's like the good old days of the 80s.
hookers and crack.
Yeah, hookers and
Hookers
blow.
and no, hookers and blow, man. Hookers and blow.
Hookers and blow.
So like,
The true bachelor party. Allegedly.
when you get out of Grand Central on the Vanderbilt side, you got the Pershing Square restaurant across the street.
Yeah.
So I'm on the side with the Hyatt Hotel, and nobody was on that block, not even vendors.
Yeah, that sounds well right.
I was just like, yo, there's not even like a pretzel guy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
And
yeah. That's a pretty dead block on a Saturday.
but it's Tuesday.
I know.
He was just trying to lightly calm it down for you so you won't get too worried. Well, I mean, the whole thing is this, dude. Remember, like, you still have that new thing of that you have to pay like an extra thing to for midtown traffic, so people try to avoid that area now.
I guess, but like,
And then vendors, like, if they
That's actually a thing now.
yes,
They actually do that now.
yes. So apparently,
That's
if you
pretty-
get in a certain way or whatever, then you're gonna get kind of like, I guess, like something from I forgot what you call it already. Fuck, like when you cross a bridge with the toll or whatever, I forget what you
Yeah.
call it.
I got you. Like a fare, whatever you gotta pay.
Yeah, because they don't do it manually anymore, where you have someone collecting money and they give you change.
Oh, they send you like a ticket or whatever.
Yeah. I want to I want to say Easy Pass, but that's not it, or maybe it is.
That's kind of what it is. Yeah.
you're not talking about congestion pricing. That's been a while.
Yeah. Well, that's part of it. Yeah, like that like they're trying to avoid a lot of congestion, especially in Midtown. So because of which they have that that new rule or whatever. And I mean, I get it if you want to make money for the city, but what is it? Ever since Bloomberg fucked everything up with like Oh, I don't like
With everything.
smokers. So, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't like smokers, and we're gonna run everything like a business. So, because I don't like smokers, I'm gonna have them suffer whatever. They're gonna have to pay double the price.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then
I was like, my man, you need to have a vice so you can understand. Oh, but then I forget, he's a billionaire, so he won't know. He was like, what's a problem?
let us not forget the fare in New York City now is $3. It went up that whole dime.
That's fucking A.
And what really gets me is that what is it? Now they've eliminated they've eliminated selling the Metro card, but you have like the Omni Pass.
Uh-huh.
Which is the
So,
same thing. It's just not as good.
well,
Yeah.
it technically whatever. It's the same concept of like how credit cards are now with that chip.
Yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I
That's
haven't used the Metro card in forever. I don't do that Omni shit. I just Apple Pay the whole way.
Oh yeah.
Because like,
You use your phone. Yeah.
yeah, because like here's the thing. If I'm going to work in the morning, if the express bus is there and somebody's ahead of me getting on the bus, or even if it's at nighttime, whatever. Because I take the Sim 1C from Staten Island to the city, you know, daily, 5 days a week, or during a holiday, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
And I Apple Pay, it's like I tap my phone to the thing, beep, and I go right on. Somebody in front of me with the fucking Omni card bullshit, it's like endless times they go to tap it. You get that error noise. Dun, 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 dun. And it's
Yeah, I can
like,
see that's annoying. I
That's
can see
that.
that's
That's the
annoying.
episode
Yeah.
title. Dun, dun.
dun, dun. Well,
I want
well,
that. Be hilarious if let's say they do that around like Midtown or whatever, and you just hear like random sounds like
uh-huh,
y- this week is paid by Netflix, or like if they fuck up. Dun-dun.
dun, yeah, ta-dum.
But yeah, but no, but the other thing that they've been doing, they did this in the station near my area that they put like kind of like a fencing to kind of block like the only area that really so the only area that has like an open space is where the doors
Uh-huh.
would be on the trains. So I was just thinking like I guess safety whatever is an issue, but then now especially with a crowded station, you're
Uh-huh.
taking up space with more shit.
Wait, what do you mean they put fencing
like like
blocking
like
things
like
off?
it's like a gate or whatever, so so like you won't have accidents like people trying like people falling or whatever, but the only gaps that are like up like are where the doors would be when the train comes into the station.
That's not
Yeah.
necessarily a
So,
bad of idea.
No, I mean, listen,
no, but it
that
gets
idea
annoying.
something like that is like I think they originally got it from Japan because Japan has stuff
They
like that.
did.
But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the problem
because
is like Japan's still like stations or whatever are like a
well,
million times
that,
better and more
that's because
people.
in, that's because when they get on, because if you watch videos of them boarding their train, they're pushing and pushing and put hordes of
Yeah,
people.
but they have they have official people like workers that push people into
Uh-huh.
the thing, especially during
Yeah.
the busy work hours
Uh-huh.
when people are going to and from work.
Um,
Which I'm just
but
thinking to
so
me is like that is the most metal thing. I'm just thinking like some
yeah,
Japanese dude is just putting on his playlist or whatever. He's just like I'm ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
yeah. So like, I'll pull up a picture of these fucking ridiculous things. Let's see, MTA guardrails.
Yeah, and then then they also when it comes to the I thought you were here, Steve. Have you seen like the updated things that they try to do with that they try to expand the turnstile and they put
Yeah,
like
yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
yeah, and no matter what, people still hop no matter what. So it's just like good try, but you still failed.
Yeah. So there, these things,
Oh, okay.
they're
That's not
all,
that bad.
but
Yeah,
it gets
yeah,
annoying.
but especially like when you have like smaller stations, because there are some stations that are like
Yeah.
smaller. So with something like that, that's just kind of
Well,
that's just kind of an
well,
inconvenience.
96th Street off the six line.
So like these.
Yes.
Yeah, just not the yellow
Yeah.
ones.
Like the ones that like these dudes are laying on over here.
Uh, more like the picture I showed you. More like
Yeah,
chrome.
like that like the one with the dudes leaning on. Yeah.
But yeah, so like that one that your mouse is on.
Okay.
Yeah. So like they get it's annoying, and then so you got those things. this is all the things that the MTA needs money for. And I feel like and today's episode is going to be, we're trolling the audience. We're not going to talk any nerd shit at all. We're going to just talk about why the city is broke. Anyway,
Right. Yeah.
today
No.
on
Exactly. That's fair. That's fair.
this is the Inner City Geeks TED Talk.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
So
That makes
I
complete
love
sense.
how you put like Brian came up as the big thing right now. Oh, the Steve switched it quick. It's like, no, I'm the one in charge of this shit.
I didn't switch it. It switches by itself.
Oh, okay. I thought for a second, like, it was just switching up of, like, like, hey, I'm gonna be in the mid picture, like, because
No,
I'm important.
no. It's. I guess it's switching things by the way people say something. So it's just the way it was. There we go.
Okay,
See,
that's fine. Back to normal.
Back to
like
normal.
Back to normal. Hiding the mess in the background.
Right.
So here's all the newest things that the MTA has installed, and why the city needs money, and why the MTA needs that extra dime.
And Mario's not wrong. He's right.
Mario's is the only certain stations have it. Thank you, Mario. Thanks for doing the chat again.
I was joking around, and Mario with the Metro report.
He's correct, but also eventually all stations will have these things.
Yeah, it's like saying they're slowly, they're slowly implementing, the newer.
Yeah.
Because apparently now what they're also doing is certain stations they're adding elevators, of course, too. So that's another.
They're doing they've been doing construction work at the 86 and Lex stations for like a year or so.
Yeah,
hasn't that been doing more than a year? Because I remember back then, like a zillion years ago, they were like, oh, like let's build an elevator.
I mean, well, you already know there's always maintenance or whatever. They're always fixing the tracks, and then now recent. I know
the tracks.
Past, like with the majority of the past year, they're like 86, the certain exits are like closed off because they're trying to improve that because they're also like Brian said, they're also adding an elevator, right?
Yeah.
So which is a good thing, but it's just like Jesus, it's that the adding of the guardrails, trying to implement the the new the new caching system or whatever you want to call it, like the ticket taking system.
Don't forget the turnstile spikes that people still hop over.
Oh yeah, well, like I said, like they try to put the extenders or whatever that looks like they like paddles, or like if you go through spank your ass.
Those paddles are fun. Those paddles are fun.
I was gonna joke around, the safe word is banana. No, but like I said, I still seen people hopping with no problem whatsoever.
Oh yeah,
like well, remember, dude, like, well, you and I, you already know we're from the hood, so especially like people don't want to pay the money to go on the train.
Especially now it's $3. Who the fuck wants to pay $3, dude?
Listen, I guess maybe it's just me, but the whole thing of for me growing up, the way that I was raised, it's like if you don't have money to travel or anything like that, don't
go
travel
anywhere. Yeah, I agree.
But the whole thing is this: it's like I know certain individuals or whatever.
You still need to.
Yeah, like still need to because they have to get to and from their jobs, which I get.
Yeah.
Right, but at least back then you could at least ask like either a cop or the person that's in the booth, like hey, like I need to get to work, but I don't think is it okay if you let me through?
Yeah.
Not anymore. The whole thing is also if someone goes through the like if someone comes through the the handicap exit or whatever you want to call it from the station, everybody's is going through whatever.
And now
it reminds me of that scene from the Diddy documentary or whatever with the concert. Just storm through.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Since we last recorded, I said I was gonna watch that, and holy shit,
right?
Holy fucking
Isn't it
shit!
Crazy? Wasn't that shit nuts?
And the whole thing when they broke, you guys were right when they started talking about the baby oil.
Yeah.
And I never really understood what the whole craze was about it, but then you watch it, like, oh, that shit was laced.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it'll help you feel comfortable. I swear.
Holy hell!
You won't feel a thing. You won't feel a thing.
Really, it was really messed up. All I keep thinking about, what was that movie, Blood in Blood Out? Come here, give me that chong chong.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, no, I don't want to give up my chong chong.
So Also with the MTA, they're also installing these things for good reason, of course, because subway surfing is just fucking dumb and it's
But it's a fun game
massive in New
though.
York City now. Yeah, it's called natural selection.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not
But
Um,
they're adding these like bumpers on the outside of each train car, which
Like
will make it.
you can't go above. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's like these like it's like putting like metal versions of foam pool noodles on like on the rim of the curve of the top of the train. Therefore, it's gonna make it harder for kids to like squeeze through that shit and stand and
I'm
surf.
surprised they didn't like put barbed wire up there.
Well, then it'd just be
Oh,
ECW.
that'll be so fucking metal. Razor wire, barbed wire, whatever.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah,
You want to subway
exactly.
surf? Go ahead, get up there. See what
Yeah,
happens. Come out
yep.
looking like the post fatality of like Mortal Kombat 3 or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. Mortal Kombat 3 was the one where you could fatality them up through the sidewalk, right? And they from one side of the platform and they go through the other and get hit by the train.
Yes, and then you hit by the
Yes.
train.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yep. 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 Yep.
well, I'll take that. I'll take that over the babality.
Yeah.
Or just just because they just wanted to do something like cheesy and fun animality
French
with you know. But then of
that
course
or
with the later games that actually became kind of cooler because they turned to actual animals versus like these weird looking like
Yeah.
sprites.
Mm-hmm.
what was the other one? Friendship.
Yeah, friendship, which was like like it was the whole thing of like like hey, we can have fun with this or whatever. You don't have to always kill your opponent, or do you?
Here's a cake.
Or like when Shiva, whatever, she spins plates.
Oh, that's
Yep.
right.
Or with Kun Lao, that he takes off his hat and pulls out a rabbit from his hat.
um, as for trains, so like I was just down in DC I was just down in Maryland. Actually, took a few days, and like the train system in DC, um, is cleaner for one.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna sit back. Tell us stories, Brian. I love stories.
Okay. So the train system in DC is cleaner, um, smoother
Hmm.
ride, and also you gotta put your pinky out, Alex. Uh, so also the way they do things, their system is you tap to pay. You can't use it doesn't you can't use your bank card to Apple, like you can't Apple Pay out of like your account. You have to get like it's called like a smart trip. So I have mine digitally saved on my phone and you add money to it because like you tap to enter the station like you would to, like over here. But the other thing is you have to tap to leave, which I
That
think
kind
is
of reminds you of
interesting.
Staten Island, like when you go into Staten Island from from the ferry to the train, that you got to tap to go in to the garbage barge, and then you got to tap to get out the garbage barge to go back on the boat, so you can feel like you're going to real to real America.
Yeah, but at least with that, it's like that just counts as your regular transfer. This just takes money.
Hey, you
So do
know,
they
Well, you
still is it still charging you to get out, or is it just charging you just
no,
okay? I was just
no,
on.
it's not a transfer. It literally charges you. It charges you a fee to enter and exit.
That's
So like
dumb.
one,
that's called a
it
hooker, my
is
friend. I'm just saying.
like to enter. I want to say it was like to enter the station from DC, and I got off at the last stop of the red line train because they have red, yellow, blue, and green. Um, After like 45, it was like a total of like 675.
That's not too bad.
That's
Yeah.
not bad. It's just I find it interesting that like you have to tap to leave,
Yeah, that's
you
weird.
know. But they're
I guess it's so that way it doesn't keep charging you while you keep riding.
I guess, but also it's different because the turnstile box itself almost looks like something like out of an office building, where like One Bryant Park, for example, uh that's where Meg used to work in there. And like when I tap like, my little like badge, to the guest badge to go to her job, Um, it's like those glass panels that open go up. So it's sort of like an office building in terms of like turnstile, not like what
That's pretty
we
cool.
see every day.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, which they're starting to implement a few of those in the city. I've noticed.
Okay.
I've seen videos. They're trying to test every possible way for people to not be able to hop the thing, but yet
Yeah, but no
people.
matter what, that
Where there's
we
a will, there's a way.
yeah,
To
like the
I was
the
gonna quote.
persistence of the of the average city person or whatever that's like, I don't really want to pay for this. Like this should be
Well,
free.
I was gonna quote Jeff Goldblum and say, "Life finds a way."
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
you're not
But then
wrong.
now you gotta lay like if you're in front of a fireplace or whatever,
Oh yeah, pay me, pay me like one of your French girls.
Right,
Oh,
right,
oh,
exactly,
you
exactly.
tease you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Good night, everybody. It's good. ICG after dark.
Isn't every episode that way though?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, you.
Technically, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're technically that wrong. Only this time I'm wearing a hat.
Right, exactly,
Look at
exactly.
that.
You're nicely covered. You're
It'd be
nicely covered.
hilarious if,
Yeah.
like, let's say, depending if he had like a shirt, because like his camera's like a little, like a little fuzzy.
Uh-huh.
If he would have had like a shirt that's kind of like, his more of his skin tone, it would have been like, I'm wearing a hat, only a hat.
Only a hat. Here, I'll duck down. Here, have a purse.
Oh
For me,
man.
Perfect. So
well, the
perfect,
upside about the
perfect.
way the camera is that it could almost be like a Zoom meeting. Maybe I'm not wearing pants,
Right, exactly,
You
exactly.
see,
although I am.
after dark strikes again.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It's
But
just up
yeah.
to your imagination.
So, but how'd your trip go, dude?
Oh, trip was great. Had a really great time, and this hat, which I'm wearing, is actually artwork that my daughter Olivia drew and got it put onto a hat.
That's
So
pretty dope, dude.
I'm wearing my child right now.
Oh,
That's
that's
very
adorable,
serious.
dude.
That sounds
That's
very serial
adorable.
killery. Thanks. Thanks for bringing down the mood. Like the serial killer thing.
Now it really is after dark.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's just dark.
Yeah, trip was great. Just sucks to be back.
Listen,
Yeah,
that's his
yeah.
life, dude. So.
Mhm.
But
Um,
I will say this though. Like to be honest with you, and I know we talked about it, like in our conversation, right?
yeah.
Like I know I told you, Brian, and then talked with Steve. Like this past holiday season didn't really feel like a holiday season. It just felt like another
Nah,
day.
Yeah.
it really didn't.
It's also the big
Um,
fact that it was like in the middle of the week.
yeah.
That's what killed it.
One of the fun things, about the trip though, is that we all we all went out to eat, and this was on New Year's Day, and we went to this pizzeria, which the food wasn't terrible. I've had worse. Um,
That's a great review, Brian. You should put that on the Yelp review.
It
I've
could have
had
been
might.
worse. It's not wrong.
But
3
That's a
stars.
pretty fair review right there. It's like,
well,
yo,
Yeah.
it could have been worse.
well, I mean, considering I'm a New Yorker and Italian food just hits different,
Of course.
whether it be a slice or a pasta.
It's the water, bro. It's the water.
It's the water. It's the
The
hookers.
water makes everything so much different.
It goes back to the hookers and blow. There
Of
you
course.
go.
Of course.
Soylent Green is hookers. Anyway, so
No wonder it tastes so delicious.
Would it though? Would it really taste delicious with hookers?
no wonder why there was some
I
time where
taste it. Why does it taste skanky?
no, but also like why am I constantly wiping my gums and tweaking?
Right. Yeah.
There's your blow.
Brian's just like,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So
it's lip
here,
smacking good for some reason.
maybe rub my eyes to sell the part. Look like Donald Trump Jr.
Perfect.
Anyway,
Oh, good night,
so,
everybody.
We've not only been canceled, we've been invaded and they captured us.
State of
Anyway,
Venezuela all over
Honestly,
again.
whatever, that would be like the most awesome podcast episode. If it would suck for us, but at the same time, we'll gain our popularity.
well, it all comes back to baby oil. Anyway,
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yay, Freak Fest.
we
What a freak off.
So
Right.
we were at this place, right? All of us, and it turned out it was trivia night, and
Ooh.
it was fun. And I swear, I mean, I was good at a lot of the questions, and the one we were also drinking, so like um the one thing I didn't get, and I feel like such a complete fool, was an anagram a of a top rated video game, and the anagram was inverted lies. And we're trying to figure out what the fuck this, because you only got like a minute to guess this question.
Of course.
And then Meg was like, "Oh, I got it," and she's like, "Resident Evil," and I'm like, "How the fuck did you get this?" She goes, "I always think about the dumb games you play."
And then that's when Brian went, "You take that back, bitch."
And then sure enough, it's like, they talk about like, oh, in 1998 in Raccoon City. I'm like, motherfucker. Uh,
He
but
Nice.
looks at
then,
her.
Nice.
He looks at her like, why the fuck you have to be right?
and then, no, it was a good time. One of the, but like
Oh no, yeah, yeah,
the,
yeah. I'm just joking, of
no,
course.
no, no, for sure. But like, it was so funny too, because like one of the, like the person who was doing like the announcing of like the questions and answers clearly was young and didn't know how to pronounce certain names and things. Just like one of the questions was this Yankee, this New York Yankee, before he died, or his dying words were, "At least I'll see Marilyn again," and it's Joe DiMaggio.
Mm-hmm.
And like we knew it right away. And when she went to go give like the announcement of the answer, she pronounced it Joe DiMaggio,
Nice. Nice.
and we're just like, DiMaggio.
Brian puts up his hands like, done, and just
I
left.
was like, yeah, I was like, I leave. Um,
I was like, dude, there's a voiceover actor named John, John DiMaggio. That's the same fucking name. What the fuck?
Not
well,
many
now,
people
now,
know that though. Not many people know
well,
that.
it's forever DiMaggio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
um,
D
yeah.
dash Maggie, and then like the O, like with the SpaghettiOs thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, DiMaggio's.
I
That's the name
love
of the
it. I love
episode.
it. I love it. I
That's
love it.
that's the episode title.
And so the weekend was good. The girls were happy, and that's what counts. And then
Oh, dude, totally.
yeah, so like now work yesterday, work today. I'm off tomorrow. Uh
Sweet.
yeah, get a long overdue haircut tomorrow. Um and
Steve,
then
what's a haircut?
I don't know. I usually get it myself. So
Eh, well,
and then
so,
and then tomorrow, and tomorrow night, I'll go to my friend's bar in Industry City, and it's trivia night. So like
he's
play
gonna
some
get
more.
confronted.
more trivia.
No, no, no. Trivia, whatever, where he knows that when they say the questions and answers or whatever, they'll say it with the proper and correct way.
Right.
Hmm.
You're
Yeah.
not gonna
So
you're not gonna have a Joel DiMaggio here or whatever the fuck that person said.
uh no DiMaggios.
Uh oh.
Uh-oh, DiMaggios.
I don't
uh
know why, but for some reason, I just feel like let's say we did merch, that would be like
That'd
like
be
a
that'd
Disney
be a
Plus
pretty good
merch.
one. That'd be a pretty
Yeah,
good one. Yeah.
it's
so
just a
like
picture of all us as cartoons. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so would it be like Joe DiMaggio, sort of like as Chef Boyardee?
Exactly.
Oh, right, because Chef Boyardee was SpaghettiOs, right? I'm not
Yeah.
going crazy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it'd have to be like Joe DiMaggio, like in a
In a Yankee
like.
uniform.
no,
Oh no,
like the way you
it'd
do
be
it. No, no, the way that you would do it, and this is the artist in me. You still do the chef's hat or whatever, but it has
what you put the Yankee logo.
yeah, but then at the same time, you can't do an actual Yankee logo because you can get sued for copyright. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yes.
you just do the pinstripes.
Yeah, yeah, you could do the pinstripe hat or whatever. Like
Uh-huh.
you can have an NY, but it has to be so generic. Like
Yeah.
like you got to try to find a font that like they can't really get mad at.
Times New
Right.
Roman.
uh, so
But still, him
how
like with the whole like looking like Kevin
mhm.
McAllister when he puts on the shade,
Uh-huh.
the
Yep,
aftershave
exactly. Exactly.
So aside from all that, I mean, the holiday seasons, I'm glad they're over.
in
Uh,
2 days.
uh, but here we are. We're in 2026. We got shit coming
Whole
out.
new year.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go
Um,
ahead.
I'm excited. I've already, as I said in the group chat, um, a show that's already in the contendership for one of the top things I've watched in 2026 is a show that's on Netflix. My mom actually watched it and she's like, "You'd like this," and I gave it a shot on the trip, and I watched all 8 episodes. It's called Ripple. It's the
Okay.
Ripple effect.
Okay.
It basically, like, this guy owns a restaurant on the Upper West Side, uh, and separation leading into divorce. They have a 6-year-old kid, and he's having like he has like a bit of a cough, and he goes to the doctor for something completely different, and test they check him out for the cough. Turns out it's like stage 2 lung cancer, but like
Fucking A.
he meets someone in it, like, inadvertently, and she's connected to this, and it's this whole thing of like, uh if you miss your train by a minute or two, you never know who's going to come into your life within that time frame, or who you'll meet or you're on that train that you caught after the one you missed, and that's when you meet the person you're meant to know,
So is
and
it kind
it's
of so is it kind of like the butterfly effect?
sort of, yeah, but yeah, it's just it's based on this whole ripple effect of life, which
Right.
is essentially the same thing, but like, great cast, a lot of unknown people. The only person I recognized in the entire series was Frankie Faison. I but
Okay.
I know him. I mean, he's had a long career, but like, I know him most as he was the landlord in Coming to America,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, dude, I used to
re-
remember that scene of afterwards when King Joffrey or whatever came and he went to the apartment and
and
where's Hakeem?
yeah, and here he is in the hot tub with the chicks. Yep. Um, so that's on the list already. Uh,
Okay.
and then television wise as well. Um, Tomorrow, like Thursday night, the 8th, the Pit returns for season 2, which I'm excited about. And you guys already know how I felt about the first season.
Right.
Which I need to definitely go back and rewatch before I start the second season, because I know I missed a ton of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh,
and it's
maybe what you
also
can do is go online and get one of those like abridged things that just, that explains everything in like 10 minutes. Because before watching season 5 of Stranger Things, I did that just to get kind of a refresher. And then
yeah,
it's like,
but
oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. I remember this.
yeah, yeah, but with the Pit's also one of those like top tier shows that I would go back and rewatch anyway.
Right. Yeah. Because it's
Well,
worth
So
it.
I would
like,
It's
do that
worth
with
it
Stranger
too.
Things.
uh,
I just saw the last episode and I was good for it. Good. I was like, okay, cool. I don't need to see anything
right,
else.
right. You said in the group chat you didn't even watch the rest of the season.
No,
You did not watch any of the build up leading into that movie.
I
But
haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything since the second season.
yeah, but if you really, if you really get into it, like, the final episode, they do kind of backtrack and you kind of see like, you know, things of what went on anyway. So you didn't really miss
Yeah,
much.
in the last hour
Yeah,
of the episode. Yeah.
yeah. Uh, Musically, Alter Bridge album. Out of their entire career, this is the first album in their entire discography that it's self-titled.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they mentioned in an interview, like, um they felt like this was the time where it felt right to do a self-title. I'm like, okay,
Nice.
just
Nice.
just be a good album. Don't be a meh.
Right. Exactly.
Because some of their, I mean, if you took half of the last two albums and put it on one album, you'd have a stellar album. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but you
mean,
already know, like with the whole thing of like, the longer a band is out, right? They're
yeah.
gonna they're gonna be albums that like I'm not gonna say complete duds, but you know,
But
it,
you'll have more misses than
you'll
hits.
have ones that you'll definitely favor over others.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, so that's really my uh that's really the only stuff on my list of things I'm looking forward to for this year. I know we have
Okay.
movies coming out. We have movies galore coming out.
Got a shit ton of movies.
Yeah. So yeah, what about you guys? What's up?
Alex, what do you got, dude? Because I have a pretty extensive list of things, so I want to go with you. What you got so far? So
Oh,
I know
like
what
what
to
I've been up to,
cover.
you
What
mean? Or
as far as movies, well, what have you been up to? Let's go with that,
all right,
and then we
well,
get into it.
as you know already or whatever, that like, I was a little under the weather before the holiday season, so I didn't get to celebrate the holiday, like Christmas Eve nor Christmas Day with the family because mother and I, we're both under the weather. But we at least by Christmas we were feeling a lot better, and then we got to celebrate New Year's with my nephew and my oldest brother. So we got to spend time with the with the with the great nieces and nephew, and my mom was so happy with
Mm-hmm.
that. And then the day after, when we got back from his place, I met up with Franny. We went to go watch Stranger Things in the theater.
Okay.
My only complaint of like when it comes to the theater is, I guess maybe it's just because the way that like how they run stuff in theaters now, but the concession stand was like running at a turtle's pace. But that's just because at this point, a lot of the theaters don't have enough coverage for certain things. And then the theater that I went to, which I told Brian, was the theater that I used to work at, the one that was in '86,
Mm-hmm.
because that like I was trying to get tickets for that at one of the like one of the better theaters with nice seats,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
but of course all sold out.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
But I was able to find like good seats for New Year's Day, and we went concession. We decided to wait, but since I did watch the finale the day of and before Happy New Year, so I was like ready just in case, if let's say for example if I'm was drinking my soda, I was like, oh shit, I gotta fucking pee, fuck you diabetes, you know so I was prepared anyway. But since
You wouldn't have
concession,
missed anything anyway.
yeah, like, well, because I was prepared.
No, but regardless, you wouldn't have missed anything.
But
Mm.
regardless, like I waited like half an hour, 45 minutes, and then went to go against concession. It wasn't too bad. Uh, as the giant man child that I am, I saw something like I didn't have to get it, but I got it. They had the SpongeBob, that new movie or whatever. They had like the little mini popcorn bucket, the little collector's cup, and then they had this plush Patrick dressed as a pirate, and I was like, I don't need this, but I fucking want it. Because if you know me with SpongeBob, Patrick is my favorite character. So I was like, yeah, I got it. But then I had to wait a few minutes because they didn't have any more of the buckets. They had to get it from from their supply closet.
From their garbage, yeah, I got you.
Ooh, Tam will get upset with you because she loves SpongeBob.
I know. I'm talking shit, dude. You know that.
No, I know, but
Did you
yeah,
get? Did you get it? Did you get it with yesterday's popcorn?
no, because since it's been busy, they were actually popping all the popcorn because so and you could tell that it's fresh, and I'm glad that you call that out because well, it's not even a secret. The whole thing is this, and
They put last night's popcorn in a bag in a
yes,
room.
because they pop enough for the next day for like the so whatever matinee and everything you're getting popcorn that was that was
Old
popped the
shit,
night
yeah,
prior.
yeah.
Hmm.
Because the whole thing is this: it's you can't just pop popcorn like then and there, because then people would have to wait, and you don't know if you're gonna get like, especially like like a day like New Year's where people want to go out to the movies anyway.
Concession was my first job when I was 17. Trust me, I know the popcorn rule.
Yeah,
The
but
yellow
then
bag at the end of the night.
yes, and what's also cool though, like there were times where like if they're like, hey, do you want to take a bag home? Like, it is the weirdest thing, but of course, once or twice you will take a big bag of popcorn home, and you're thinking to yourself, like, people gonna look at you, like, like, where'd you get that? Like the movies.
Where do you think I got it? The
No,
fuck?
I I didn't have that luxury, but I would be lucky enough to take home endless movie posters.
Oh, that
See,
too.
that's one of the things that I would have loved to work at a movie theaters for.
Oh, dude, remember? I think I got you a few posters too.
I know, but like I'm talking about, like I would have loved to just have all the fucking posters and watch all the movies beforehand and everything.
I mean,
Well, the only way you can really watch movies back then, before everything became digital, was that, like, if you were friends with the projectionist,
Well, yeah, obviously.
you could hang out because they had to make sure that the movie ran okay.
Hmm.
Right? So, they would have a time with, like, like, if after work or whatever, it's like, "Hey, I'm gonna run this movie. Do you wanna watch it?" Like, yeah.
Yeah,
in my day, it was like, oh, it's like it was your day off. But like, hey, what's up, guys? Can I go see this movie? Yup. Like, just go in. Or when I got paid, they would also give you a ticket for two. Like, you can take a date to go. And I was paid weekly at 4.25 an hour, minimum wage.
Oh,
Ninety
dude,
Jesus,
seven.
that's a
remember
long time ago.
yeah, dude, I remember that.
But
That
but
was
that
around the same time. But then remember, cost of living or whatever was different and
was
everything,
so much. I didn't
but
have a cell
it
phone.
worked. Oh,
Yeah,
no, I know I did, but then, of course, it was a cell phone that you had to wait till like a certain time so you could use it. So,
hmm
like,
Call me,
don't call me till
call
after
me back
9.
after 9 o'clock on a Friday where I could talk
yeah,
all night.
yep.
But yeah,
Um, yeah. Continue.
but yeah, but so, got concessions and stuff, and then when I brought it back down, watched the thing, enjoyed it. Like, it is an experience to watch, something like that on the big screen, and to have people applaud on certain parts. Like I don't know why, but it kind of reminded me of like old school, of like, when you, like, if you go traveling to like Puerto Rico or whatever, and when people land, they clap, even though it's just like, I don't know why you clapping, like, but but that's
Like
what it
they're just
like
doing
felt
their
like.
job. They're just
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
their job. Yeah,
but
The
yeah, but
pilot didn't kill us. Yay.
right.
no, but for whatever
Hercules,
reason, no,
Hercules.
no, but that was the whole thing, of course, of
Hmm.
like, you're clapping because you're happy, like, every the the flight went smooth. But in this case or whatever, it was just like when certain things happen, people got excited because,
Hmm.
of course, there were certain big things that happened, in that finale. But yeah, but I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed my time with Franny, and it was a good day. Like, I told you guys, I really enjoyed finale. Right. She was nitpicking on some stuff. The one thing that she nitpicked on, and it's kind of spoiling, not spoiling it, but happened before, because if the whole thing of like, okay, so they murked a whole bunch of military people, in this
Hmm.
thing. Why the fuck is no one arrested?
And also, how useless was Linda Hamilton's character?
Yeah.
She was just there for
What was the
clout. To say,
point?
we have '80s icon Linda Hamilton,
You know what's funny? I
or
forgot that
'80s
that was
slasher,
her.
like,
I forgot that that was her completely. I was like, that looks like lady looks
Because
familiar.
she's in a few episodes of the parts of the season you didn't watch. Um,
That
but
I
like
won't
her
watch.
character was useless.
Right.
And there's so many theories out. They're like, oh,
yeah,
that's not the finale.
like the way that I can put it, the best way, like, as a video game reference, Linda Hamilton's character was like, one of those side quest bosses or whatever, so you could just kind of power up before you go to the real boss.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So
The finale was fine. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was okay. It wasn't bad.
listen, certain things or whatever caught me in the feels. The one that really got me was like I told Brian,
Mhm.
was the when Jonathan, Steve, Nancy, and Robin were all hanging in the roof, and they were, like kind of like sharing. I call it the war stories, like that they were having like their band of brothers moment,
Hmm.
Mhm.
and just like that they're kind of sad because they're all in different places, but it's just like they don't want to lose that friendship. So like that that got me in the feels.
The fact that they're grown up now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
adulting.
Yeah.
Every technically, what you want to take out of this is fuck adulting.
Pretty much.
But then the other one that really got me was Dustin's speech, as the valedictorian.
Hmm.
Like that one was like awesome.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, and and besides, Dustin was always my favorite character in the series. So
One of my favorite things that I saw was how is it that Max graduated with them? Meanwhile, she was like absent for like 500 plus days.
I was gonna joke around saying like,
Some
remember
people can
it
catch
was
up.
no, remember it was 18 months later, so she probably did a shit ton of summer school.
Yeah.
Uh, a picture of a fan picture I saw earlier was a picture of Lucas as he is now wearing the Miles Morales Spider-Man outfit, and a picture of Sadie Sink wearing the Spider Gwen, and it's like these two work perfect together in any concept.
Yeah. I
I'm
could see
looking, I'm
that.
like, yeah, they kind of do.
I could see that for sure.
She was on Fallon 2 nights ago, and there's this whole theory: is 11 alive or not at the end of that, and she flat out said, nah, she's dead. I was like, wow. It's like because, but the Duffer Brothers said they'll never tell anybody if she lived or died. They want it to be to your imagination of what that whole thing
Which is
was.
fair. Which is
It's
fair.
fair, keep the people guessing. So they go back and rewatch it and try to pick up several thousand other clues, and then
Yeah.
you know, and
Or
then
until or until like a couple years down the road, they'll be like, oh yeah, look, here's a spin-off of it just based on her.
because how many years did it take the creator of The Sopranos to say, yeah, Tony was killed?
Yeah. Took forever.
I
Literally
mean
like a
that
decade or so.
Yeah, but he
that
was
was like
killed differently. Whatever. The original concept was that this dude was supposed to choke on a piece of gabagool, but they were like, nah, that's not dramatic enough. I was like, yes, it is. My man always talk about fucking gabagool, and
Yeah.
gabagool takes him out.
Yeah.
Shit.
so what they did was they faded the black because he really choked on dick.
Oh, right, right, right. Yep. Yeah.
My man
Rest
caught the,
in power, James Gandolfini.
he got caught with the gabagool.
Pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair.
but
Uh-huh.
other than that, man, like watching certain animes or whatever. I told you before that I started watching one called Spy Family, so I'm up to date on that, and that one's been really good. And then I'm now watching another one called Konosuba, and that one's a fun watch
Okay.
because One Piece right now, whatever, they just had their
The
the
80,000th episode.
well no the well one 1,150 I think it's 40 50 like around there, but they just finished the arc or whatever, so it's not coming back till April. So it's just
Jesus.
like, and then but then, dude, they had okay. So online, there's a thing of what the final things are supposed to be. So One Piece officially is not going to finish until 2032. So
Okay.
I'm just like, I got to try to get into a healthier lifestyle so I can live to the to see everything.
That's not that far away though.
I know it's not, but it seems so far
It's
away.
just 6 years from now.
Yeah.
Probably be like what, 3 episodes from here till then? I got you.
Uh,
Not bad.
Uh, well, maybe 3,000 episodes, but 3,000 episodes of greatness,
Again,
of
I'm just
fucking
talking
great
shit.
storytelling. Yeah.
Yeah. Mario was telling me about that one. Tojima wants to be a common writer.
I've seen like clips of it, and it looks fun too.
It looks so good. It looks so good.
Yeah, so Mario just put in the comments that the manga ends in 2030, but then of course for yeah, so technically that's the whole 1000 and the whole 1150 whatever plus episodes, even though they had different arcs or whatever, technically it's considered just one season.
The manga ends in 2030.
Yeah, but then the anime, since now they have their story, will
It'll
end in
go
2032.
forever and ever and ever and
Yeah, it's
ever.
the greatest story ever told.
Is it though?
It is. Fuck your hate. Fuck your
I'm not
hatred
hating.
on that.
I'm just being devil's advocate. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, oh, Al Pacino? Okay.
Exactly. E.
Ooh-ah. Oh, you want to tease me for watching the One Piece, Ooh-ah.
Of course. It's only right. It's only right.
But yeah, but then so for April or whatever, looking forward to the new season of that. And I mean, I'm just thinking of, like, of course, when it comes to movies, Supergirl, fucking Doomsday. When it comes to like series, of course, Lanterns. That's something I'm looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I
But
forgot about that.
oh no, I didn't, because like I said, Superman. Well, of course, Creature Commandos. Was kind of like, damn, that was good, and Superman was just like, holy shit. I look forward to see what this new, you know, DC, universe or whatever you want to call it, is gonna offer us.
Very cool. Yeah.
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 Like when it comes to shows and stuff, I don't know, dude. Like, uh.
That's
But I
fine.
will. But I will say this though. What is it? On Monday, I watched the anniversary thing of Raw.
Mhm.
Wasn't good.
I couldn't
And,
tell you that if I didn't watch it.
no. But they had tried to do a collab with Stranger Things. All they did was just
That
decorate
show is
the
trash, dude.
dude. They just decorated the thing. Like you would think, like if they had a collab with Stranger Things or whatever the hell, that you would at
Not
least
even
have
not
some.
even that. Not even that. It was the anniversary of it. It was in New York. You would have thought they would have went all out at the
Dude,
Barclays.
you know what also is like bad about it? There were
Mm.
only four official matches.
Oh, are you surprised? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am. I have become a hater in my old years.
Yeah.
I know people that went to that and they're like, "Oh, are you here?" Like, posting it online. I'm just like, no.
like I'm glad that Rhea and Io won the women's tag team titles back
Oh, I
again.
was conflicted because I love all four of those women that win the match. Because you already know my favorite women's wrestler in WWE is Asuka,
Right.
and Io's awesome. Kari's really good, but since she's so light and everyone throws her around, they forget like
Mm-hmm.
how tough she really is.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, everyone loves Mommy.
Of course. No, but that was a good match. Like then the Becky, not Becky. Yeah, Becky
Yeah,
Lynch
Becky,
versus
Mhm.
what's her
Maxine,
face.
Maxine
What
Dupree,
kind of fucking ending was that, dude?
dude. The whole thing that for me that it was just like, all right, so she held the rope, so she had to cheat to win, right?
Yeah.
And then of course the ref didn't see it, so like I get it that you're putting a story, so like Maxine could be like, oh no, like, oh, you had to cheat to win. And it's like, well, the ref didn't see it, I still won, I'm the greatest champion or whatever.
The fact that it was like deliberately on the camera, I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Like, they're not even trying anymore.
No. I was
Ugh.
like, come on. Like literally, like you could see it clearly on the camera. Like it's not like if it was like on the side or whatever, or like it
Oh,
was on
like
the
you have to go
hard
to
camera.
yeah, like you have to go to like the second cameraman, like
Right.
like,
No, that was the main camera the entire time they were watching that part that right there.
hold on, you gotta like I'm gonna joke around saying like this is the rope or whatever. So like right in the camera, whatever. 1, 2, 3.
Right. Right.
And of course, the referee position that he wasn't seeing it because he was making sure the
The
shoulders were on
shoulder
the
is
mat.
down. Yeah,
Yeah.
fine.
No, but
But
but the main event of Breaker and Punk, was better than what I expected, but it was just like,
it was
you
still
know,
a mid match.
yeah, like honestly, it was one of those like the way that it felt to me was like something that you would see like on a house, like an old school house show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then I also thought
All
that
all that WWE is doing is putting on house shows.
Yeah, pretty much.
but yeah, but like I said, my gripe other than just 4 matches, it was also like if you're gonna have a Stranger Things collab, how come you didn't have anybody from
Yeah.
from Stranger Things, at least in the audience, or some kind of like how they always had like some kind of interaction in the in the back,
Mhm.
like you could have had that.
Yeah.
And like most of the cast of Stranger Things have posted shit on Instagram within the last few days leading into Raw about them being in New York.
Yeah,
Just
And
but they were
WWE
probably
nothing to
doing
do
doing
with
other
WWE.
stuff.
Well, like Charlie Heaton, Jonathan is working on a show that'll be out sometime in this year, and he posted something on Instagram. It was clearly a picture of like one of those like green construction walls in the city that have like that are tagged up like wallpaper posters of some stupid fucking art installation. Probably posted that from Williamsburg or Lower Manhattan.
of course.
Um, but like it's like you couldn't come to the Barclay Center for Monday Night Raw to plug your farmer show, or who the fuck knows? I don't know. I mean, the only cool thing I saw on a reel like for like 10 seconds today. I don't even know if it was this from Monday. It could have been from any other fucking time. Is Gunther breaking out the T-shirt with the John Cena
Yeah, that was
tapping?
yeah.
Oh, dude, I totally want to get that. And like that's one of those shirts where I was just like, after bills and all that other stuff, I'm thinking I'm gonna get that shirt because that shirt, because
That's funny. That's a good heel gimmick thing right now.
It
But
yeah.
is.
that's
It's great.
really like,
Yeah.
but does
Oh,
it make me want to watch any more WWE? No.
No.
I
I
know
didn't even watch that
Mario
clip with
wanted to say
sound.
collab,
Okay,
but he was like had better cola or cola.
I
but
think he meant dollar.
No, I think a better collab.
oh,
Yeah, that too.
But yeah, but then like I said, that was just my gripe with that. Like because it was just like like when they did the little intro whatever, and then when they kept playing the music throughout the show, it's just like
So corny.
no like that they had it on loop because it was like you're playing it longer than it should be.
yeah.
Hmm.
So it was just like another thing, like like no,
Just like how long Raw should be. It's way too longer than it's supposed to be.
I really hope that they paid the Duffer Brothers really good money for this bullshit.
They didn't. They didn't. It's all part of the Netflix thing. They didn't pay them extra for it.
I just like I was telling you, I just thought for like if you're gonna have a 1 year anniversary show, there should have been a lot more. And then the other thing that happened, but it happened during the break, but no one really saw it unless you have like the premium thing that Javon Evans is now officially part of Raw.
Hmm.
So people were kind of like like how come you didn't show that like
Yeah.
and
Somebody
then
that's actually worth actually watching. You
oh
don't.
dude, so I was watching NXT earlier and after Obafemi beat Leon Slater, the thing now is that he dropped the belt, like and so I think he's either going to Raw or SmackDown.
Not surprised.
They'll bury him.
Kind of
They'll
saw it
bury him
coming.
before you know it.
Yeah. Not. They won't necessarily bury him. They just won't really push him.
Honestly, like I told you before in the in the last podcast, I still think like that he should have won against Cody, but then of course you don't want to beat your top babyface, your top star of the company, which I
Yeah.
get.
You don't want to beat your main champion by somebody that's like under them.
Yeah. But they're,
Yeah.
but I'm just like, but look at Oba, whatever. Oba's like twice the size of Cody or whatever, more intimidating. Like,
Yeah.
so, but I'm just saying, like, I'm when it comes to like my style of wrestling or whatever, it's like that old school thing of like,
The
if you
bigger
look
the
at,
better.
yeah, the bigger the better. That's what she said.
The
You
bigger
know,
the better the side of the sweater. Is that how that goes?
Right. Exactly.
oh, you tease. But yeah, but that's about it when it comes to that. And I don't know, dude. Like I said, I guess I would just have to look, like online to see like what's coming up for me to get excited for. I'm just like what was it? The trailer that I sent you guys or whatever the other day. That's a movie that looks cool.
That movie looks fun as hell. I was telling you last night.
Yeah.
Which one? Which one is that one?
They'll kill us all.
Oh yeah.
So
That is pretty fun. Yeah.
it with like Zazie Beats, but like in like a female version of like John Wick,
Mm-hmm.
and not the ballerina,
Right.
but like Heather Graham, who's still fucking
Still
adorable as
doing
fuck.
something. Right. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that
but
trailer
yeah,
looked fun.
that's what I'm saying. Like when I saw this, I was like, it came up on my feed, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then when I watched it, I was like, ooh, the guys are gonna like this.
Mhm.
Well, at some point this year, we get that movie that we talked about a few months back. Send Help.
Yes, that one.
Oh,
Is one
it's
I'm very
funny.
excited
They
for.
showed they showed that trailer on before the Stranger Things finale that I went to, and Franny got excited for that one. She was like, "Oh, this one looks good." I was like, "Kind of does, yeah."
It does look good.
It looks fun.
Rachel McAdams is. I'm sold with Rachel McAdams alone.
Uh-huh.
Like she's awesome.
One of my favorite movies of hers goes back to 20-ish years ago now. Her and
Mm-hmm.
Cillian Murphy. Red Eye.
Yep, that was
Red
awesome.
Eye is
It's a
fun.
great fucking movie. It's so underrated. It's
I
so
really
underrated.
thought you were going to say something else.
Which one?
I thought
What was I
Brian was going
gonna
to be like, he was going to say The Notebook or something.
Which is not a bad movie either.
Yeah, but
It's also not a
Actually-
bad movie.
I was going to say like, listen, my favorite Rachel McAdams movie or whatever, Doctor Strange.
Mean
That's
Girls,
fair.
motherfucker.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, Send Help is gonna be great. I'm excited for that one for sure.
No,
that's
that-
one. That's
that-
one of the ones that I got on my list for sure.
Yeah. That one's one of those of like I'm debating if I really want to go to the theater to see it or if I just wait that it comes on streaming. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna try to see that in theaters.
I want to see that in theaters for sure.
I mean, like, even though I don't know if it's this year, whatever, but there was rumors for the 11th Saw movie, and you already know I'm a fanatic of that series, so I'm just like, if it comes out this year, fantastic, because there was a rumor that was supposed to come out last year, but I guess
Right.
that
So
didn't
it
happen.
may happen this year. It may happen this year.
Yeah, so it's like I just want to see what new contraptions they come up with.
Of course.
That and it's always good to see Tobin Bell on the screen one way or another, even though he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really in Spiral, but there was a picture, so it's like he's kind of there,
He's almost there. He's almost there.
yeah, like
Yeah. That's fair.
yeah, but that was like because that was rumored a while back that they're
course.
because of Saw X or Saw 10, which was a fun watch, right? I really
Socks.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I did. It fucking suck. Fuck you. Go eat a dick.
No, I said socks.
Uh.
SAWX. Socks.
Still go fuck yourself.
So wait, socks like you're talking Bostonian, or is it
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you're French?
Exactly. Like a Bostonian. Socks.
It's not SAUX like you're French. So
No. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm ready to get some shit.
Well,
People like
Steve's trying to
the
tell about like he's with the stuff that he's anticipating, and we're just like we're on a tangent, but it's fun regardless.
Of course.
Well, it's the first show of the year. But like it's movies have shitty sequels that people like, and the people like. It's okay to be wrong. Anyway, uh,
Right.
which I'm not, but okay. But then at the same
mm.
time, I'm one of the few individuals that like I didn't like The Matrix, so I never watched the other ones. So
That's
You're
fair.
not missing anything. The first one is the only movie. Anyway,
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
carry
but
on.
but even with that, like I just thought it was so overrated. Like I understand why people like it. I just didn't like it.
Yeah. Just the same reason why people will say Avatar is one of the best movies ever. It's not.
If you
The
really
fact
want
that
to
Avatar
they
get
is
made
into no, if you really
garbage.
want to get into it, the first Avatar was technically Space Pocahontas.
That's all it was. It was Ferngully, is what
yeah
it was.
space. It was
Oh,
sort of
Robin
a
Williams,
mix,
rest in peace. Now you just got me sad. I'm a sad panda
but
now. Robin
and
Williams.
also the fact that these people thank these people who leaked these trailers online because they went to go see Avatar 3 just to get the teaser trailer of Avengers Doomsday, which
Yeah, but
apparently
I don't know if you heard the news, but not a lot of theaters played it though.
Because
I did not.
because it wasn't a bunch of theaters. There's like 4 or 5 different ones that were in the trailers. So you had to
But
go
they
to a specific theater and they would play them. You know which one you were getting.
but also like right, weren't they purposely playing the trailer at the end of the movie
Oh,
to
that I don't know.
No,
It's
well,
possible.
because
It's
like
possible.
I mean because you're going to get all these ticket sales that aren't really going to generate the numbers properly, even though
Right.
it will show tickets per item per. But like the fact that like either way doesn't matter. But the fact that these people bought a ticket to Avatar just to give us a minute or a minute and 20
Mm-hmm.
YouTube clip in
Mm-hmm.
which forced Marvel and the Russos to put on Instagram for all of us to see.
Yeah. Well, they've been doing them little by little because they started with the Thor one that we saw. I was like, yo, this is great.
Yeah.
But they released that one like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago almost.
Hmm.
Then this week, technically today, they put up the trailer for X-Men. It's pretty much been out for like a good 2 weeks that we've
yeah,
seen
but
it just
Yeah.
everyone thought that it
floating
was
around, but everybody thought it was fake.
yeah.
Right.
But it's
Yeah.
not.
Everybody thought it was fake, especially because like we were promised the X-Men in the MCU years ago, same at the same San Diego Comic Con, which we were announced the Blade movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That we
and then
still
the
haven't really
only
gotten yet.
yeah, uh, but then the only X-Men we've gotten in the MCU so far was this variant of Hugh Jackman Wolverine and Deadpool.
No. Remember in the Marvels at post credits you had the Beast. So that was the first
Yeah, true,
introduction of
true.
Oh right, see, I
Let's
didn't
watch
watch
the
that
trailer.
movie.
Let's watch the trailer.
Okay, yes, fuck, yes,
Let's
fuck.
watch the trailer. Let's see how
Relax,
dope
gang.
this is. Relax, guy.
Death comes for us all. That's all I know for sure. The question isn't, are you prepared to die? The question is, who will you be when you close your eyes?
oh no, Vecna.
You know, all those people that watched this teaser trailer and seen Magneto move that chess piece. Those are the same people that watched what was it, X-Men The Last Stand going, I knew it.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Remember? Because like it's like, oh no, that piece wasn't moving. It's like, no, that cure was
Mm-hmm.
temporary.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So 20 years later, all those fans, I fucking called it.
Yep.
So and also seeing him with the Gandalf hair,
Yeah. That's another thing. I was like, wow.
which is
Very,
great to
very old
see.
school. Yep.
Because right, it's great to see Eric now rocking the long hair because
Mm-hmm.
that's how we last saw him in X-Men 97.
Yep.
He had the long hair. Uh and at this point, like I love how like not a villain he is. He's like a laid back old
Yeah.
man because it's just a bromance that he and Patrick Stewart have, just not playing themselves, but yet they're themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
But you also got to see, like, you also notice that, like, at this point within the story, from what we see so far, is that
uh-huh,
they're pretty much broken individuals. Period. So like, yo, like,
uh-huh,
we've been through this together for ages. Let's work this shit out
yeah.
because everything else is
Um,
fucked.
and I love how the only other X-Men you see is Cyclops.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you finally see him in actual Cyclops style,
Mm-hmm.
attire
Yep.
versus the all black.
Yeah.
You finally get to see him in yellow spandex.
No, and
Right.
Um,
and not even just that. Also, the whole thing of I don't know why, but I was thinking about like Marvel superheroes or like Marvel versus Capcom. Like with that whole optic blast.
mhm.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I
That
wonder
looks
how.
pretty badass, dude.
Yeah,
That looks
I
pretty
was just thinking
fucking
to myself,
badass.
like how much of a
And,
hit combo that it is.
but like seeing James Marsden back as the iconic Scott Summers,
Mm-hmm.
but in full like X-Men 97 badassery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because remember
I'm
how
down
like
for it, dude.
X Men 97 basically said, "Shut the fuck up. This is why you love Cyclops."
Yeah.
And it's like that when he uses optic blast to like guide him from jumping out of the plane or whatever the fuck,
Mm-hmm.
and then take on that army. I'm like, okay. And then what was that, episode
No,
2?
and then of
Oh,
course the superhero landing, with the optic blast,
mhm.
Yep.
and then afterwards or whatever, everyone comes, so it could be like, we got to make the movie poster pose.
Mm-hmm.
But again, what was that, like episode 2? Um,
Yep.
so but seeing that we get James Marsden back as Cyclops, and
Exciting
the
shit.
reason why, and I saw this yesterday. The reason why he had that death in X-Men 3, um, and why he only had that one scene is because it was schedule conflict because he was doing Superman Returns.
Oh wow, I forgot about
Because
that one.
yeah, everybody did. Um, Brandon Routh as Superman, yes. The entire movie, no. Um, and so he was fucking what's her the girlfriend's husband, or
Yeah.
was she supposed to be fucking Lois?
I don't
I think
remember
she
anymore.
was.
That was a long
Yeah,
time
yeah,
ago. That
but
was a long time
she was
ago.
that but he was in that. He was there. So that's why he wasn't really Cyclops anymore.
That's fair. That's fair. No, but this looks fucking dope, dude.
It
Even
does.
if it's just a little bit of it.
Mhm.
I I
Knowing we got
I'm
they're
pretty
finally
sure. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure that what's gonna happen is this is gonna be the end of the X-Men. This version of the X-Men that we've seen.
yeah, I can't see them being in this movie for that long.
So we'll see. Which is why they've been saying that Sadie Singh is gonna be playing Jean Grey now. Which I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, but
And we'll
isn't
see.
isn't she supposed to be in the Spider-Man movie?
She is.
Whichever one it is, it's all tied together regardless now.
Yeah. Um it's gonna be interesting to see what they do how they not even what they do. It's gonna be interesting to see how they close out these iconic actors that have been portraying Charles and Eric for since the very beginning of
For
Marvel, and
decades.
for decades. The movie came out in 2000.
Right.
X-Men came out in 2000.
Yeah.
It's the first, although it's not the first Marvel movie. It's the first Marvel on the map movie with a Stanley cameo,
Right.
because before that we had Blade.
Yep.
Because in reality, Blade is the OG Marvel film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the
In
one that
in a
that
sense,
started making money.
yeah, in a sense, because you had in '93, you had Punisher with Dolph Lundgren.
Yep.
93 or
Uh,
83 or whatever. It was in the 80s.
no, it was 90. It was either 91 or 93.
No.
I think
Um,
it was
but
91.
regardless of that, like, all these other, like, we're trying to make comic book stuff. I mean, if you go in the '70s and Ferrigno Hulk, um,
And
but
the
like,
like the old school Thor with the with the hairy, fucking
mhm,
like poncho looking thing or whatever the fuck.
or or even that original
Punisher
Captain
Dolph Lundgren was
America movie,
89.
'89. Okay,
Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it was
uh,
80s.
so like, um, even with something like, you know, uh, the Captain America movie, which could have been a better movie than it was. It just had so many plot holes and cuts, and there's a whole video I watched on why this movie should have been better than it was.
And
Um,
you're talking about the one that was in the 70s, you said, right?
Captain America, like 80,
Oh no.
79, 81.
Yeah.
The one where
The helmet was
basically he
just a
had to save the
motorcycle helmet.
president. Yes. Uh, and like, but going back to the X-Men, I mean, we all saw this movie in 2000,
Yeah,
and
we did. Yep.
we've seen several different versions of them trying to get it right, and it's
And
like,
certain things were here, certain things were on point. Other things was like,
yeah, seeing certain things come into play, and like, well, we can't have Tyler Mane Sabretooth anymore. Thanks.
right, right,
Thank you,
right.
Deadpool, for having Wolverine behead him, um,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine. Uh, and Pyro, dying pretty badly in that movie too.
Yeah.
Um, Pyro's the reason why I started collecting Zippos, actually, back in the early 2000s. Um, so
That makes sense. That's fair. That's fair.
and um, but here we are now, and like, I don't know how much screen time Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen are gonna get.
They might be in it for a good chunk, but
Even if it's in flashback, that'd be cool,
right.
because you
The
don't
way
need them
that
to
the way
live
that I
for them
see
to
it,
tell the story.
the way that I see it, I think they might be either the first act or the second act. I don't I don't really see it like, I think if they're gonna put like something in the third act, it might be the newer, like the newer versions of, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
So,
and
but
it also makes you wonder who they're gonna just like surprise us with to be in these movies.
I mean, you already know that fucking this dude or whatever is gonna be Gambit. So
I can't
Right.
wait for him to return. Just like Channing Tatum as Gambit
yeah, I was
to
gonna say,
show up.
oh boy, I've been waiting my whole life
Pretty
for this or whatever. I'm gonna make
yeah.
a name for myself.
It's pretty epic. It was pretty epic at it.
Especially because, like, I mean, he was supposed to be Gambit like for years,
Yeah.
and
For like
there was so
literally
many
like a good 10
promises in the
years.
movie.
So yeah.
Yeah, and then him finally show up as Gambit. I'm just like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And considering I just seen Channing Tatum and Roofman recently, I'm
How
just
was
like,
that?
I oh my god, Roofman's fucking great. It's also stupid ridiculous that this is 100% a real story.
Yeah.
Um, the guy lived inside of Toys R Us for like
Brian's
half a
dream.
year. half
Yeah,
a
that's my dream
year,
too, dude. It's not just Brian's dream. I've always wanted to live in the Toys
all
R
right?
Us.
But like, also like, change his name, fell in love with a Toys R Us employee who had like kids, and like basically wanted to like start a family with her. Meanwhile, like he was like well, he wasn't divorced because like he went to jail before anything could end there, or I don't know if they were married, or it could have just been they had a kid together, but like, or kids together. So like he left his life because he had to go to prison, broke out, and started over. And it's just like, how the fuck was this a real story? But it's on Paramount. It's definitely watch this movie. It's insane. Um. Anyway, so Channing Tatum. Well, I'll talk more about that in the next episode. Uh, but seeing Channing Tatum still do the thing, I'm like, yeah, I seriously need more of him as Gambit because he
Mm-hmm.
was just really good. And we obviously all know that he lives because there's that thing that was talked about after Deadpool and Wolverine came out, that like it's like a very it's like a very like quick little scene where he escapes,
Mm-hmm.
which makes me think like, oh, okay. Also, so did Blade, because I know that people or there have been talks about him coming back
Mm-hmm.
to do like another Blade movie, which
But
would be nice. It's just,
for all we know, it's probably just like one more little cameo, and then they cut him
Mhm,
off, and then they
mhm.
bring in the new one, which they've been fucking trying to do for fucking ages already.
Yeah, like the
If
most that we got
Mahershala,
was just the voice at the end credits. What was it, Eternals?
Yeah.
mhm. But like if all of a sudden, even though like he wasn't one of those chairs in that like 30-hour video, um, if Mahershala all of a sudden shows up as Blade, and it'd be nice if now the mantle's passed and he gets to say some motherfuckers always try to ice skate uphill. Um, I'm down for this.
Yeah.
I would like to see where this goes. I
Or
would.
what if
I mean,
he's Mahershala Ali is the son of Blade?
uh,
I don't think you want to give the nickname or whatever. He's Blade Junior's BJ.
Yeah.
uh,
Go take care of it, BJ. Dad,
Blade
Dad, I told you not to call me that name.
butter knife.
Butter knife. Yeah. There you go. That's perfect, dude. That's
Oh
perfect.
man.
So we've kind of been dragging the show for a bit. Let's go. Let's get
Yeah.
into some of the things that I saw that are coming out.
Yeah.
Okay. First off, coming up in the next couple of weeks, Bone Temple. 28 years later, Bone Temple looks amazing. Very excited for that one. I enjoyed the 28 years later. Bone Temple looks pretty dope, especially with fucking what's his face. This dude. What the fuck is his name? He was in Iron Man. Iron Man 3. Who was Gandhi?
Oh, fucking Ben Kingsley.
Yeah.
Is we talking about Trevor Slattery?
Yeah. He's the main character in Bone Temple. Have you guys seen the trailer for that one yet? I think I've sent it to you guys
No.
before.
Yeah, I think you
Maybe
did send
did.
it in the chat.
Okay, well let's watch the trailer for Bone Temple because that one's coming out in the next few weeks. It looks pretty epic. Hold on, let me find the right one.
Yeah, I was gonna also say, just make sure that we don't get the commercials popping up.
No, for sure.
Oh, dude, that is a gripe that I've been having lately online. Like you watching like a video on and in the middle of the video, right? Like like a fucking advertisement. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I get it, dude. So we ready?
This is a memorial to the dead. So, is this all you're doing?
It is.
Are you Old Nick?
Old Nick? You mean Satan?
Yes. Old Nick released his demons unto the world of man. And the world of man fell before the demons.
I remember details, events, and people. The world had an order.
What's your name?
Spike.
No. I think your name is Jimmy.
The foundations. They seemed unshakable. When the infected attack, what do they see? I believe the infection can be treated. And now, a leap into the unknown.
That's pretty fucking dope, dude.
And that's Ray Fiennes. That's not Ben Kingsley.
Whatever. It looks the same.
He wasn't in Iron Man.
They again. They look the same.
Voldemort.
All right. He has a nose, okay?
Fine. All humans do.
Most do. Whatever. It looks awesome. I want to see this. I don't give a fuck. It looks fucking cool. So that's one of them. Of course, Send Help is the other one. The Bride that we mentioned a few weeks ago. That looks fucking cool as shit. Well, with Maggie Gyllenhaal directing it. What's his face? The dude that was Batman that I didn't like as Batman. He's gonna be in it. The Michael biopic. That's coming out this year.
Oh yeah, I've seen shit about that.
Yeah. Spider-Man: Brand New Day in the summer. The Clayface movie is coming out sometime in the summer. Close to winter.
The Punisher, special thing.
Yes,
Bernthal
that is
filmed.
coming out. Yes, that should be dope. Clayface, like I said, also Resident Evil. A new Resident Evil should be coming out very soon. But that one is directed by, who is it? There's a new Narnia coming.
I'm excited for Dexter Resurrection Season 2. Which apparently is going to I watched this video the other night. The one thing people didn't like about Resurrection is that it just showed you like a little clip, like a little quick scene of what was gonna take place in the episode, and the Resurrection display went across like a New York City sewer, like a building or whatever, to leading into the. This season is actually going to bring back the retro Dexter theme.
Nice.
Just like modern with him in New York and whatever his son is up to, whatever.
Okay.
And then of course Daredevil season 2 is in 2026.
Yes.
With we're gonna get that Shadowland outfit this year, and I'm
It's
so
about damn time.
real Daredevil, not Walk of Shame Daredevil.
Yeah, pretty much.
The f-
So Resident Evil is gonna be directed by Zach Krager, who was the one that did Weapons. He's gonna be
okay,
doing this one. Yeah. Um,
such a great. She won the Critics' Choice, for Gladys.
really?
Amy Madigan. Yeah,
Okay.
good on her, because Gladys was a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
She was
Fucking
like
nuts.
the sweet aunt, all covered in cake makeup, and she's like, nope,
Mm-hmm.
nope. She's the reason why
Mm-hmm.
this is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fun
Yeah.
fucking movie.
Yes. So that one's coming. Also, The Social Reckoning, which is a sequel to The Social Network.
Not starring the original cast.
Right. Exactly. Should be kind of interesting. Werewolf.
Uh I'll wait for a trailer for Social
Of
Reckoning.
course. Of
Werewolf's done
course.
by the same guy who did Nosferatu.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I'm excited for sure. And of course, Avengers Doomsday, which we mentioned momentarily, but we also got Doom 3, which for some reason is another movie happening again. But whatever.
I couldn't make it I couldn't make it past the first 15 minutes maybe of the first one.
Right.
And I'm just like, this is minutes of my life I'm never getting back.
Yeah, no, for sure. Then we got comics that I'm definitely excited for. Um Marvel's Armageddon, which is a crossover series. Uh that's pretty much gonna be like the newest version of Avengers Disassemble. Pretty cool. The Absolute Universe in DC is continuing with
Okay.
uh Green Arrow. Green Arrow as an absolute Green Arrow. Excited for that one. And they're coming back with Saga. Saga's coming back after like a bazillion years ago. From a bazillion years ago.
I thought that was done.
Yeah, they're redoing it.
That
So
was Khalik was big in a Saga, and that was like
yeah.
circa Comic-Con 2018 or some shit.
They're finally bringing it back. And that should be cool. That should be good. As far as music, Megadeth is finally coming out with a new album, self-titled album. As you mentioned earlier,
Only took them 30 years.
right? No, they've been doing
Or-
music. This is like they did an album like about 5-6 years ago.
No. I mean, for a self-title,
Yeah. Took them forever.
it only took them their entire career.
Yeah.
Almost 40 years.
Yeah, and they're doing a metallic cover on the album too, which should be interesting. Poppy's coming out with an album later this year, which I'm excited for.
Your
I'm a big
favorite
fan of
artist.
hers. Yeah, not my favorite. And she's good. My favorite, Hatebreed, is coming out with a new album. Very excited for that.
Yes.
And an all new Ice Nine Kills. Very excited for that also.
They've matured as a band, Ice Nine Kills.
They're awesome.
They were,
and it looks like they're
bands where,
swaying away. They're straying away from their horror side, and they're going back into just movies in general. Like their first single for the new album is supposed to be the Joker inspired. Not necessarily Joker inspired, but like Batman inspired.
Okay. Oh, and in just a few weeks, I hope everybody brushed up on their Spanish, because Bad Bunny's going to perform at the Super Bowl. There's
Sí,
that.
en el Super Bowl, yes.
You see, I have the Apple AirPod. I have the Apple AirPods 3, and where I can just do live translation.
Oh, fancy.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh, and Mario said in the chat, the new Silent Hill, as well as The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Don't know why they're doing a sequel to that, but okay.
Yeah, a bazillion
Uh,
years later. Yeah.
a zillion years later, not like Meryl Streep doesn't need money,
Right. Right. Of course.
but always good to see the Hathaways on screen.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll never say no to
Uh,
Hathaways.
no, uh, all the ways, not half the ways, all the ways.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. All the ways.
Good night,
All the
everybody.
ways. Um, that's right. Yeah, Silent Hills. I forgot about that.
Yep. 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 That
Um,
is awesome.
should be fun, especially because the first Silent Hill, Silent Hill 1 was the Sean Bean one.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and it was what's her name from it was Laurie Holden from Walking Dead,
Yes.
who played the cop. And that movie felt the most like on-screen accuracy of a video game to me,
Mm-hmm.
over the dozen Resident Evil movies that came out that all sucked.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, again, the last one had so much hope, but why'd you make Leon a fucking stoner?
Yeah.
Well, the whole joke was
Um,
always remember that you had to get the green plant to to fix your health. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
you're not wrong. I've been
And
saying
if you
that shit
remember
since.
when you did mix the plants or whatever, it always ended up on the paper like you're supposed to smoke it. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're not wrong,
You are
man.
not wrong. I've been saying that shit since I played the Resident Evil remaster for PS1 DualShock. Y'all remember DualShock?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
And
so
Mario
like
agrees.
I got my first PlayStation in 1998. I worked for the Wiz. Remember that store? Um, the Nobody Beats the Wiz. Best Buy did.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and
Well,
so,
and even
so the
with
store.
that, dude, have you been to like a Best Buy lately or whatever? It's a shadow of its former self,
They
man.
still exist?
Yeah,
It's
Best Buy exists, but
best
it's more
Best Buy
appliances,
exists.
but they've
It's a
eliminated
store
physical
with,
media. Like you
which is
can't
so
really buy
strange.
yeah, because you can't really buy physical media anymore, like at those stores. I mean, I think you can order certain things online, but not through Best Buy anymore. But yeah, but it's
Yeah.
mostly like like appliances, and gaming, gaming. And then
Mm-hmm.
now the
It's
new thing that they
appliances. Yeah. Go ahead.
gaming and collectibles.
Yeah, I was gonna say like for my my action figure nerd hobby, um I've bought both NECA Ernie and Bert at Best Buy.
Nice.
Uh Newest thing I got, which I found at Target down south, I finally got Count Von Count.
Nice.
Yeah. So like it's cool. It looks dope with the pieces. Other things I got, which I got and already modified it because it's me. Uh the day before Christmas Eve, my HasLab Ecto 1 showed up finally,
Ooh.
which I pre-ordered December of 2024.
Of course.
Um and so like it showed up and I decked it out with the Ecto 1A stuff from GB2 because that's my preferred car, even though the original car is classic. But there's so many memories of me and my dad with the
Of course. Yeah.
second car. Going through every mom and pop video store in Brooklyn to find a proper copy.
Nice.
We were one of those rich families that had two VCRs.
What?
So you could do like the copy, and
Allegedly.
interwebs wasn't a thing. Allegedly, interwebs wasn't a thing yet, and therefore, like when letterbox format came out, nobody knew what the fuck that was.
Mm-hmm.
So like we thought it was
Oh,
a broken
dude,
copy because why is this shit in widescreen?
Yeah.
you just reminded me. I just found out that in the Ville, there's a place like that you can actually rent VHS tapes, right? But the catch is, you gotta, like if you want to borrow a VCR, you have to pay like $20 to borrow it for a few days.
Yeah. Of course. That's fair.
Oh, that's fun.
So
That's
yeah,
not really a catch.
That's that's
That's an added bonus.
no, but
that
I'm
is
just
kind of
saying,
a
like,
bonus.
because but it's a niche thing because I'm just thinking to myself, like, all right, who the fuck nowadays still has a VCR?
Right. My
My
parents did.
sister. Um,
I have one, but there's a tape stuck in it. I'm just not gonna tell you what kind of tape it is.
uh oh. So what I did was because it's me, it looked too plastic out of the box. I mean, it is a toy. It is made of plastic, but I used a matte clear spray paint, and I took it down several notches and made it look like not shiny plastic, but more like model kit. Um, so that's the newest thing in my collection, aside from
Nice.
Alpha Count. Um, yeah, it's fun. It's a cool little display.
Oh, dude,
Really
you
cool.
gotta tell
So
Steve about the ones that's supposed to come out soon. You remember you were telling me that you know 2 of the Sesame Street characters are coming out in in the near future.
oh, that's right. Yeah. So coming out in the future, this was dropped last year at San Diego Comic Con. We're getting it's actually three that I remember was Oscar the Grouch.
Ooh,
Uh NECA's coming out with Harry,
nice. Okay.
and all yeah, because I mean it's such an obscure character for Sesame Street, but my personal
Absolutely.
favorite is coming out. It's coming out with Big Bird.
Nice.
So yeah, anticipate things I'm looking forward to in 2026. Thank you, Alex.
Well, remember the
And
other one because you also mentioned they're also going to come out with
yeah,
Cookie Monster.
there Cookie Monsters do Big Bird, but Big Bird is going to come with the alternate head, and where it was the original Big Bird. You know, the weird,
Yeah,
like
Ooh.
fucked up, scary looking one.
yeah, the one that looked like that, that was like a prototype, and there was like, I think we're gonna have to change this because
Hmm.
it's a little scary.
I mean, almost positive you're gonna get Snuffy, you're gonna get fucking Elmo, Advocate Abby, and future releases and shit.
Oh,
But it's
dude,
nice. It's
the
like,
one that they got to come out with, like like very obscure. Like I know you remember Barkley.
oh god. I mean, you gotta. I feel like as long as they keep the line, as long as the license exists, it's gonna
Yeah.
be,
Yeah.
you
It's
know.
Oh,
gonna be.
dude,
It's gonna be fire.
I can see they're gonna go with if they come out with Grover, it has to be. Wait, did they come out with Grover already?
Not yet. No.
So they have Grover. The alternative, you got Super Grover, or you can have him as the waiter. So then then you gotta wait for the guy that he's always fucking fucking up the orders. On the blue Muppet.
We need the Swedish Chef. Period.
Yeah, but
He was.
that's like that'll be
He's more the
Muppets.
Muppets.
I don't give a fuck. Need the Swedish Chef. Period.
Dude, you know what we also need? We need the fucking aliens from Sesame Street. Yep, 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 yep.
Uh
Uh-huh.
huh. Uh huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Or do it from the Muppet Show. Well, see, here's the thing: when
Oh, dude,
Diamond was around,
there's other characters too. Like like I said, if you want to keep this line going, remember the show host Guy Smiley. You also
mhm.
have Prairie Dawn.
But
Jesus
now,
Christ.
see, now we're leaning more to the Muppets, and if that's the case,
No, but
Diamond
Prairie Dawn
Select
it
when they
was
were
remember
around.
nobody say no, but Prairie Dawn was Sesame Street. So
No, wasn't she Muppets?
no, it's Sesame Street. And then if they want
I
to go
don't.
into if they want to go international, they can go with the different versions of certain like because I know what is it that the Big Bird in like I think in one of the Spanish countries or whatever is a different type of bird. It's a green bird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you could go with that too.
Um.
That's the Chase
So
variant.
Diamond Select, RAP. They um they had a Muppets line, and that's where you were able to get like your Swedish Chef, and of course the fucking the band. Uh, God, why am I blanking with the
Electric
fucking?
Mayhem.
Yes, thank you. Because they had an animal, especially with like the drum kit. I'm like, I really wish I knew.
Oh, dude,
Uh,
fucking that's like one I
I
would
really
want.
would.
So I could just take it,
I
just like
really wish.
just go chase, 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 like like the female wrestlers or whatever. Have woman, woman, ah.
See, I really wish I had Diamond Select Connect back then. I didn't know Zach like I know him now, and it just sucks. It was like Diamond's basically gone.
That
Um,
sucks, dude.
yeah. Um,
Cross your fingers and hope. Rich benefactor, revive it. Rich benefactor, revive it.
I mean, put the
That'd
fucking
be
license
nice.
in NECA's hand.
Pretty much.
Hmm. Um, let's see. Do we have anything else coming out this year that we're really super excited about? I mean, like,
Not really. I think we're pretty good.
No, I'm telling you right now, like the whole thing is this. You already know, like that's what we look forward to when trailers are going to come out within the next few weeks or so. Like, it's just waiting to see, what's going to pop up. So that's the
Yeah.
anticipation for
So
2026.
the
right.
thing to do for everybody, tune into the show every week or so. Check
Ooh,
out
nice
what
segue.
we have to say. Absolutely.
Because so
Nice,
what we
nice
say
segue.
matters.
Scooter.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so make sure you guys check out all of our shit all over on InnerCityGeeks.net, of course. We got this show. We also got Bright J stuff. We also got comics, guns of war, anime world, and manga times all over there. Then we're also gonna have a new episode of Horror City Geeks coming very soon, as well as a bunch of other shit. So make sure you check all that shit out over there. You can find us on the Spotify. Motherfucking Spotify is a place to go. On Pandora, Audible, Amazon,
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio, a bunch of other places. Cool places to go. Check us out. You can find the show on the socials, so thefacespace.com/InnerCityGeeks, on Instagram at InnerCityGeeks, on Twitter at InnerCityGeeks. Where can we find you
You could
guys,
also find
sir?
this. You could also find this show on Tigas
Ah,
TV.
yes. Tigas TV. My brain.
Steve's tired.
Yeah, it's just about 1 o'clock in the fucking morning, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Tigas TV, the app, or go to tvtigas.com. You can find all that shit.
Yes.
Especially us, the most charming of the batch.
Absolutely. The sexiest motherfuckers in the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, Brian, where can we find you, sir?
I can find you. You can find me watching you nearly fall asleep on the job, sir.
It's all
The
good.
fuck?
I'll deal with it,
I
dude.
worked all motherfucking day. What'd you do?
I work too.
I watched movies at work.
I
I
did not watch movies.
deal with customers. Allegedly. Steve getting the baby oil already.
Oh, no, bueno.
No, Steve. No,
like,
Mr. Steve.
the Steve is like, no, I swear it's regular baby oil. I just want to make my muscles look all shiny.
It's just lotion. It's just lotion.
He puts it on skin or else it gets hose again.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can find me watching these guys get fucking canceled.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Too late. Already been there.
Already got the new show lined up for me. Anyway, find me on socials. Find me on Right2J, literally on everywhere. Blue Sky, Twitter when I'm not canceled. Look, first off, Twitter, X, Twitter, whatever the fuck you're called now. I don't shut up. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna speak my mind. I'm gonna just say words. You can post all your MAGA hateful shit, and I'm just gonna be like, no. So find me there. Follow me. I'll probably get blocked by several different White House and GOP things.
Again.
Again for the 80th time in a month.
Nice.
Still not deleting that. I'm still not deleting you.
There you go.
So find me there. You can find me literally turning into Bill Burr as I get older.
Are we all
fucking
though?
hateful Irish dude.
Yeah.
Aside from being from Boston, I'm your fucking hateful Irish dude. So who speaks the truth? Find me on Instagram. Find me on Blue Sky, Twitter. YouTube is still around. I actually still have subscribers, which is wild. Find me on all that shit. I sometime in 2026, I'm gonna revive the channel with other stuff.
I told you before.
It might be a Bill Burr stuff.
I was gonna say, I told you before, maybe you should have shot like random videos of you doing that proton pack thing, and you could have put it there.
I could have, would have, should have, didn't.
I mean, you're still working on it. I'm
You
just
can
saying.
find me. It's a never-ending project, even though I said it's done.
It's a never-ending story.
Yeah, I'll
proton pack, proton pack, proton pack.
I'll eventually revive that thing and do other stuff. The channel's not dead; it's just dormant. Toy reviews, I think, are done. Well, we say that now.
Yeah,
Where can we find you, Alex?
Until something really cool comes out, and then Brian's just like, "Fuck, I gotta do this." Well,
I don't know how to review podcasts.
Well,
I sit on a Zoom call with two of my best friends and bullshit and go into rants and tangents.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I reviewed us. Yay!
Aren't rants and tangents wonderful anyway?
Yeah, they are. They
Right.
are absolutely.
Hey, or better, hey, ChatGPT, describe the InnerCityGeeks podcast.
Yeah, that's the
It's
best way to
fucking
do it.
It nailed it word for fucking word. Anyway,
word
just
for
saying.
fucking word.
You can find me on Twitter at @DenyedDinyed. You can find me on Instagram at @DIN_Y_ED. Where can we find you, Steve?
You guys can find me
Falling asleep.
No, not yet. Not yet. As soon as I hit stop on this, it's gonna be
click.
Right. So you can find me at Mr. Jackal, MisterJackal. And that's just about everywhere. So Twitter, Instagram, Blue Skies, wherever the fuck you find it, you find my name. I'll be there. Yes. That's about it. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for checking us out. And we wish you all the fucking best for 2026.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's just beginning.
Yeah,
so,
dude.
hopefully everything,
It's only just begun.
Yeah, may money be plentiful and your poops be wonderful, whatever you want to call it. Everyone just enjoy the year, man. Like, we just started.
May your shit smell like roses and your roses smell like shit. There we are.
Right. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. But always remember, don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. And always remember that the geeks shall inherit the earth.
That's right.